we're going to be talking about some of your cars that you have, specifically your classic cars. Could you tell us what cars do you have?
First of all my cars are project cars. I'm working on them. At the same time, I drive one of them. But one is 1959 Buick LeSabre. The other one is that's a two-door hardtop, by the way, and a Mercury, 1959 Mercury Monterey, two-door hardtop also. And the last one that I bought, they call it the rare and weird car. It's a 1961 De Soto Adventurer, two-door hardtop as well.
And which car is the one that's running?
The Buick, 1959 Buick LeSabre.
And what do you plan on doing with these cars?
Now many people they buy it, restore it, and sell it because the money. But I'm not into that. I buy them because I like them. I like the unique about them. People when they made them, 1950s and 60s, some of them inspired for the airplanes of the war of that time, wings and rockets and bullets and a lot of chrome. It's a unique way they made it, and plus they made it by hand. It's very strong metal, bumpers and all the material they made it. Pretty unique style, the way they made it.
Would you ever consider donating one?
I never thought about donating one. They cost a lot of money and they cost me a lot of work, as you can see right now. And my free time, this is my hobby. I work a lot on them. It would be like very a special reason if I do that one day.
What about selling it? Would you consider selling any of these cars?
Not at this moment, unless there is a non-selling offer, which is a lot more than the value in the market. Maybe, but otherwise not.
Okay. And where did you find each car? I think you got them all in the United States, but where?
Yes, all of them in the United States. The first one is Buick. I got it in York, Pennsylvania. The Mercury, I got that one in Arkansas. 19 hours from here, I went to get that piece.
Wow, 19 hours.
Yeah. So, and the other one I got it in also Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Do you remember who sold the car to you? Do you remember the person? What were they like? Or what do you remember about them?
I know they were old men, all of them.
Were all of them like just the one classic car that someone had in their house?
Yeah, one of the projects that they was going to fix, but they never got to it. Like I said, they were all men, and they figured it out. They would not get into the car to work on it, so they decided to sell it.
That leads me to my next question. What is the price for restoring these cars, or how much would it cost, like, to restore these?
It depends on the model and the year. But it runs this type of car from the 50s, and these three that I own, it can run from 25 to 40,000.
Wow. Per car?
Per car, yeah.
Wow, and you have 3 of them, right?
Wow. But to get there, it has to be a lot of work.
For sure. And I see you've done some work. Tell me about what work you've done on these cars so far.
2 of them I did the paint work, the body, and kind of TLC on the motor, the original motors, by the way, original transmissions and all of them. But they have the original interior which it needs to be restored, and all of them. So there is where I'm working on it right now. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Do you plan on buying any more classic cars, or are you just sticking with these three?
For now, I have work to do on this three, but there is one car that is beautiful model
What car is that?
out there. it's it's 1959 a two-door hardtop. It's a beautiful car, but don't tell nobody because they're gonna go and look for the car, and it's gonna be more difficult for me to find it. So.
Okay. I won't tell anybody.
Anything can happen, and maybe I can find a car that I like better than one of these, and I can trade it. Maybe I got a crazy offer in one of them, and I take it. You know, when I'm gone, I'm sure I might have some classic car. I don't know if this gonna be the same car I have when I'm gone, or different ones. They will see what they can do with it.
And tell me about maintenance for these cars, because they're made of like almost completely metal, so they might get rusty like if they get wet. So how do you take care of them? Like,
yeah, that's an important question. Humidity, yes, it's an enemy for these cars. So you have to see where are you going to keep the cars all year round. It's important. Yeah, once the metal gets with rust, it's bad. So you have to see that. That's important aspect. It takes a little bit of time and money to maintain it because the gas, you have to keep it new every year. You have to clean the tank and put new gas on the summer where these cars are moved most of the time. Most of the winter they are inside or under tarp, or just sitting there. But nobody, at least the people who knows that the rust is bad, they don't drive on the winter because the salts and stuff like that.